What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jobbers and Goons. I'm excited to be back. If you didn't know, I've been sick for a minute, so it's great to be here. It's not very long that I don't have like daily uploads, and because I was sick, I missed the streak, so I was kind of pissed. But this is a great video to return to, given that part 1, which was a regular 616 Goblin, popped. Like, that video is doing amazing. Shout out to everyone that's showing love over there. But yeah, we're doing part 2 today with Ultimates Crackhead / Meth Head Edition. Let me know what you think. Who's your favorite Goblin? Is it Ultimates or 616? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to see a part 3 to this with just like composite Goblin, let's get it to 600 likes. 600 likes and we'll do part 3. But anyways, guys, if you want to see your favorite character in a series, or if you want to see a battle done, scaling, or anything of that nature done over on my second channel, The Coffee Shop, join my Discord and hit me up in DMs, and we can talk about purchasing a video slot. If not doing that, you can simply comment it down below, and the most popular I will be doing. So that's another way to do it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Ultimates Meth Head Edition of Goon videos for Green Goblin. I hope you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so I kind of want to give a brief explanation of the difference between this Goblin and 616, so you guys understand why I call him the Meth Head. Literally does do drugs, the Oz drugs, in order to achieve this. He looks like a cross between Abomination and Lizard. Alright, looks like a crackhead version of that. And yeah, he's a meth head. He's a crazier version of Osborn, and literally like hulks out. So with that in mind, he also has like weird powers and shit. We're gonna talk about this more savage animal version of Goblin. First moment, in Death of Spiderman. No other way to say it, he disrespected the shit out of Human Torch and his hustle. So, Human Torch was pulling up on him, right? Obviously, they're trying to stop Goblin and his homies from pulling up on Spider-Man. And he absorbs the fire of Human Torch. That's right. It literally gets so bad to the point that he gets amped up, looks like this crazy massive version of himself now, and Torch is out of commission. That's right, it's a jobber moment for Torch, but also a goon moment for Goblin. Next, I don't know, it was just funny to me how this Goblin is basically like stealing the drip of other characters. Like, there's moments throughout the comics and Ultimates where he's flying around and literally characters mistake him for Human Torch. Like, let's keep it real. Human Torch should have just retired in this run because his drip was completely violated by Goblin every time he flew around looking like his bitch ass. Next, this is, I mean, it's obvious. You saw the thumbnail. We got to talk about it. He's a junkie. Like, this dude, Osborn, uses the Oz serum, and he has to constantly use it to both get his form, get out of his form. He has several forms. It's crazy. Dude's seen more needles than a dumpster at a rave, bro. This shit's treacherous. Like, he's constantly pumping himself more. And you'll see later that literally there are, like, consequences of him being such a junkie with it. But, yeah, like, constantly he's popping needles and pulling up on his enemies. It's a lot different than his 616 counterpart. Next, he the time he was threatening that boy Peter, right? So basically he's transforming, right? And he's going through things. He's talking about basically he hated his wife. His wife was a jobber to him. Fair enough, he did murder her. So, you know, he was consistent. He also, you know, was kind of shitting on his son, making his son kind of look like a bitch, his boy Harry. And he's talking about how he has to put him through therapy and all this stuff, and has to put him in like trances, and basically just details how he telling Peter like, yo, just so you know, if you try to beef with me, not only am I gonna fade you, I will fade your aunt, I'll fade Mary Jane. It does not matter. Everybody will take an L fucking with me. And it was just one of those Goon moments where he had to talk his shit. While, of course, you saw it, popping a needle. That's how he moves. Junkie edition. Next, low-key should have been a hooper. So, typically, Goblin's not the tallest, right? Like, Osborn's 5'9". Ultimates, 616, he's 5'10", but if certain hoes are asking, he's 5'11", according to the data book. But here, when he's in Goblin form, bitch is 7 foot. Strong as shit, too. Of turning into this giant brute, he also is listed in the guidebook to be able to jump hundreds of feet at a time. Kind of like how, if you go watch my old 60s Hulk Goon video, kind of how he jumps, but a lot less dramatic. But yeah, I mean, we do see it multiple times in Ultimates, him actually perform this. So yeah, shout out to his basketball potential in the Ultimates universe. Next, we got to talk about the time, I think it was second resurrection, might have been first, but he came back so crazy. He was literally talking the shit he was seeing, right? And when he was talking, he literally thought he was God. And as he's talking to Spider-Man, he keeps talking about circles. Circles this, circles that. Spider-Man's like, dude, you're tripping balls. I don't know what the hell's gotten into you. I don't know what you're talking about. And you actually see you see the conversation from Spider-Man's perspective, in which this dude's completely tripping balls. And then you see it from Goblin's perspective, where he's tripping even more balls. Regardless, the dude is the definition of a meth head in this run, and we're here for it, unfortunately. Next up, the time that it was revealed he did so much drugs. He averaged a triple-double in drugs so long he became the damn thing. So this lost a lot of people their jobs at S.H.I.E.L.D. because they suck at what they do. But what happened was it was thought that Osborn needed the chemicals to inject in order to become Goblin. Like, he needed it, and it was gone, right? So it was assumed he could no longer transform. Of course, he was like, no, y'all are dumb. Started turning up on them and was transforming, despite them saying it was impossible. Of course, he does get stomped out by Ant-Man, transforming right there. But, like, just the fact that he was casually, like, bullying their scientists, plus he did so many drugs, he became drugs, hilarious. Next, the time that we saw his, like, inner monologue rant on Fury. So, this, the thing that makes so Ultimate's Goblin comedy is his beef with Fury. He fucking hates Fury. He thinks Fury's useless, an idiot. He's always trying to embarrass him, right? And as he's sitting in his cell, he's like, yo, Fury, you're an idiot. Y'all keep telling me you figured out my Oz science. You keep telling me you got me on hold, all this shit, you got everything under control. He's like, I'm evolution, bitch. I'm evolving. You see his cells mutating as he's talking. And he's he's becoming Goblin again, despite the fact that S.H.I.E.L.D's best scientists and Fury all said it was impossible. Again, this dude just keeps coming back and trolling. I mean, the trolling and embarrassment of Fury and his boys is so bad that eventually Fury's like, yo, for my birthday, can someone please figure this shit out? Like, that's my birthday present this year. Someone figure out what the hell this is and how to stop it. Like, that's how mad and annoyed he was with Goblin shit. Next, his return in, I think, Spider-Man 156. Now, this was crazy because it just shows that basically in Ultimates, Goblin, and later, as you'll see, Spider-Man, who's like a branch off of the Oz experiment, basically immortal. So he came back after the Hulkbuster gang supposedly flatlined him, and he was supposed to have had no power. This man comes back laughing, looking like the devil, just laughing at the camera, completely on fire, ready to troll. He had S.H.I.E.L.D. shook because he was not supposed to come back, and he was not supposed to have power, and he looked even stronger than before. Next, like I said, it's the fact that he and Spider-Man are basically immortal. Like, the funny thing with him is he played a huge part in Ultimate Comics, where this was a major moment for me. I was a fan of Ultimate Spider-Man. When he and Spider-Man fight in the Death of Spider-Man, and of course, both of them die, right? Except they don't. We see that the troll god himself, Goblin, actually survived the fight. Only reason we didn't know he survived was because Nick Fury kept it under wraps and kept it hidden. But yeah, he was actually alive this whole time and survived. And like I said, he's going to keep coming back. The shit he made actually allows him to come back every time. Next, this was unfortunate. F in the chat if you're a Jonah Jameson fan. Hit the like button if you're a Triple J fan. He eventually becomes a Spidey fan in Ultimates. He's like, yo, I think I might even help him out. Too bad Osborn showed up to his crib, right? It's like, what's up? And when he does, Jameson shoots him. Pulls a gun, pops him multiple times. And we see Osborn dead on the floor. And then we see Jameson be like, oh my god, I gotta call the cops. Starts calling the cops. He does. We see him go, yo, it was self-defense, it was self-defense, it was self-defense. We see Osborn get up in the background and go, that's debatable. And Jameson turns around and Osborn starts talking shit. And then you see him grab his skull and go, mortal, immortal. And he turns his head into a honey bun. This shit was horrible. Put Triple J on a t-shirt. Again, L for the boy Jameson. He had to take one. Next, the time he ran up and stole Spider-Man's bitch right in front of him. That's right. Spider-Man was hanging out with MJ. She gets snatched. This boy, Goblin, takes off, right? Spider-Man's like, oh shit. Starts chasing her immediately. He's catching up to Goblin. Goblin's literally laughing while Spider-Man's having a panic attack because he's not sure if he's going to catch up to her. He catches up. Tell me why this man Goblin flings her like a football. Spider-Man has to go save her. I'm like, yo, just the fact he's casually running around playing catch with the main character's girl like that, straight comedy. But yeah, he literally just ran up, ran off with her for a few pages, and then just tossed her. It was godly. Next was a dick move he pulled that put multiple people on t-shirts just to make Fury look bad. So during a high-profile attack and escape, Goblin started playing pinball with a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. helicopters. Looked like some Hulk shit. He was jumping back and forth, making them explode, making them shoot each other, tearing them apart. And as he's doing this, he's looking around, he's like, yo, Fury, I hope your bitch ass is watching, because guess what? You're gonna get crucified for all this wild shit happening. For everybody I put on a t-shirt, you get in trouble for it. And he just was tearing them apart, doing his best to make that boy Fury look trash at his job, which, to be fair in Ultimates, low-key is. Next, this is kind of like just speaking to consistency in his character and ultimates, for whatever reason, anytime Miles gets close to Goblin, Goblin will set himself on fire just to burn Miles. The shit's comedy. Like, there's multiple instances when Miles hits him, he gets set on fire, or literally Goblin self-combusts just to try to burn Miles into a crisp. It's comedy. Like we've seen with punches, we've seen him get blasted back. Like, regardless, definitely in character for Goblin to just try to set his Opps on fire. That's like mostly what he was doing in Ultimates. Now, finally, again, hit the like button if you're a big fan of this. And also, I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but I'm having a Pokemon tournament in my Discord server for free. Definitely join and sign up. It's free to play as well. One of those online Pokemon games, and there will be prizes in servers, so definitely check it out. But to continue with the final moment for the video, got to talk about one of his OG Goon moments in Ultimate. Put his own wife on a t-shirt. That's right. When his crazy ass woke up, he burnt his wife alive, burnt the house down, damn near burned his own son Harry alive, and blasted off and was gone. That's it. Like, literally instantly killed his wife with that move and eradicated her, and did it right in front of his son. Did not give a shit. He was out. He had goblin shit to do. Too bad for his family. They don't matter. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite Ultimates Goblin moment was from this video. And let me know what Ultimates Goblin moment you want to see on the next video when I do a composite of both. Also, let me know which one you prefer. Which one's funnier or more of a goon to you? Normal Osborn or Ultimates Osborn? Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons. Make sure to go check out my other channel, The Coffee Shop, and I will see y'all later. Peace.